everyone, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm going to be going over my reading plans for the month of August. I have quite a few arcs, some other stuff for book club kind of things that I need to do, and then obviously all the other extra books that I'm dying to read. So let's go ahead and dive into my August TBR. Okay guys, so we're gonna hopefully make this video quick. I have some arcs to bring up, some different stuff, quite a few books on this TBR. Like I always do, I put too much on here and try to keep up with it. So let's see how I do this month. But before I start, if you are new to this channel or you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave me a like, make sure you comment in my videos. All of that really helps. I'm slowly trying to build this channel, so I appreciate all your support. Okay, so first for the TBR, I do want to go over the arcs that I have. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get all these. Most of them, half of them I've already heard back from, but I'm not sure. So this is the hopeful arcs that I have. So the first one that I have is Tempting by Bella Matthews. This is the start of her new series. It's Red Lips and White Lies. And this is continuing like the second generation. She had a previous second generation series, but this is starting like a new one with like the same second generation kind of people, because they have a huge family in this series. So this is going to be Kenzie's romance. I don't know too much about it, just that I think it's fake dating, and I believe it's a hockey guy, and it has some teach me stuff in it. That's all I know. So I'm interested to see how this goes. That is going to be releasing on August 8th. And then we have The Prey by J.L. Beck. This got kind of, I think it got pushed back again, but I did finally catch up to this series because this is the third book in the Oakmount Elite series. The first two books were around one couple, and now this one is going to go on to Sebastian's romance, which I really liked his character in the first two books. So I'm fascinated by him. He seems really dark. This is a dark college bully type of romance. There was a lot of primal play and kind of kinky stuff in the first couple. So I'm definitely interested. This one is going to be coming out on the 9th. Then I just requested, so I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I requested Falling Like Stars by Emma Scott. I think I've only read one Emma Scott book, and I see a lot of hype of her, and I think she might write more kind of like emotional romances. So I thought I would give her a try. Again, I don't know really anything about this. I think it might be like a movie star or some kind of star in Hollywood type of thing, but I'm not positive. But I immediately saw Emma Scott, and I thought, I'm going to go for that arc. So that one is going to be releasing on the 20th. Then I have Even Though I'm Leaving by B. Celeste. And I was kind of shocked when I look up the blurb and the information on this one, because I'm so used to B. Celeste doing like kind of contemporary, age gap, like college, that kind of stuff. And this was like, sounds like it's going to be like tied to mafia. So I was really interested in this. I think it's going to be kind of a marriage of convenience or something like that. But I think it starts with like a one-night stand or something, but I'm very interested. So that one is actually coming out the 21st. Okay, so then I just requested Wreck Me by Bianca Burrell. I read the first book in this series, and this is the second book. I don't know anything about it. I don't know which couple it's going to be, but I wanted to continue the series. I liked the last book. I think I gave it like 4 stars. It's like kind of like high society, secret society kind of thing. Weird. It was weird, but that one is coming out on the 23rd. And then, of course, the most anticipated one I'm excited for and can't wait, believe we're finally getting to this. And that is Heart of Frost and Scars by Pam Godwin. I absolutely loved the first two. Can't stop thinking about them. This is finally concluding that series where it was the Alaska, white shoes. It was very dark. So it's Pam Godwin at her finest, and so I'm so excited to finally get to the last one. Oh, and that one's releasing on the 26th, at least for now. That's what a date that I know of. I don't know if she's gonna have to push it back, because I don't think she will, but she's been writing it like crazy, and so I just love her. And then the other one that I have is Emperor of Wrath by Jagger Cole. Again, I know nothing about this, but it's a new Jagger Cole series, and you know me, I've been requesting every Jagger Cole arc. So I definitely requested this one, and that one is coming out on the 29th. So I requested a few ALCs. I don't know if I'll get these or not, because I don't always get the audiobook ALCs, so hopefully I do. But the first one that I have is Beating Heart by Laura Pavlov. I have not read anything by her. I see her everywhere, so I really want to listen to one of her books. This one is kind of like a single dad neighbor situation, and I believe the audiobook is releasing on the 15th. Then I requested The Summer I First Saw You by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This is that same series of the one that we read for our buddy reads, and I ended up hating it. But I like a lot of other Elizabeth O'Rourke books, so I'm hoping this one will be better. So I requested the arc for this one, and it sounds like this is an age gap, and I think it's like his best friend's niece. So I'm all about that taboo age gap, so I really hope I get this one. Okay, and the last ALC was I Wish We Had Forever by Jessica Peterson. I've never read this author. I'm trying to get these ALCs to try new authors. So this one I believe is a boyfriend's brother. Best friend, not boyfriend's. Best friend's brother, fake marriage, and it is coming out on the 27th. So those are the arcs that I've requested. Then I want to try and continue. I've been really trying to hit at least one book a month out of my 12 recs from 12 friends. I'm doing pretty good. I've done a book a month so far. Right now I'm rereading A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm rereading that and annotating it so I could finally read the third book, because I'd only read the first two books. So I actually got recommended A Court of Wings and Ruin, and so I should be finishing that by the end of this month, and that way I can go on to A Court of Wings and Ruin, because my goal is to read the whole series and annotate them. So obviously it's taking me longer to go through and do all the annotations, but I'm loving A Court of Mist and Fury again. Just falling for Reese again is just amazing. So I can't wait to finally read that one. And then I really want to get started in this month, because I have a lot going on in September. When I think the Outlander read along next book, I think the show is going to be in September. But I want to start early so I don't have a lot of pressure to finish it, because Fiery Cross is the next book. And I believe this one is like one of the thickest, although each book gets bigger, but I know it's like over 1,000 pages. So I want to get started on it now so I don't get too stressed out in September when I have other stuff going on. Okay, so then I am really close in my Rena Kent journey to getting to the God of Malice series, and which this has all been to get to that. And so I am going to be reading the Monster trilogy, which is Blood of My Monster, Lies of My Monster, and Heart of My Monster. This is continuing with the Bratva. I can't remember his name now, but he was Kirill, I think it was, and he was pretty interesting. He was pretty, you never knew what he was up to. He's methodical, but he has this, one of his soldiers is a woman posing as a man. So I think it's going to be their romance. I think they might have been in the military together. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about it. But I'm hoping this trilogy I'll love more than the last one. The Deception one wasn't the best to me. So I'm going to be reading those and vlogging as always with my Rena Kent books. So excited to finally almost catch up. And then I am going to be doing the Serena Ackroyd books. Still, I'm reading those in her reading order. So the next two that I want to read is the I think it's the Revelation duet. This is the Consigliere and the Oracle, and this kind of goes back to the Valentini family. So this is also part of the Valentini series. And this, I believe, is Aurora's. Yeah, Aurora Valentini's romance. I think it's kind of like a second chance too. So I'm going to read that duet. Okay, so then I'm going to read the novella A Day Until Forever by Aaron Langston. I fell absolutely in love with Forever Your Rogue, and this is like a prequel little novella about his brother and like his brother's romance. So I was just dying to read that because I just loved Aaron's writing. I loved it so much. Then Jen from the Book Refuge is doing her Rake Appreciation Society again with Crystal's from Crystal's Bookish Life. And I don't know if I'll get to Crystal's pick because I just didn't have enough, and it wasn't like available on any play and stuff. So I had to actually buy this one that Jen had. But her book is Tempted by His Kiss by Tracy Ann Warren. I actually ended up finding the whole series on Mercari. So I just picked those up because I thought, might as well read the whole series and see if I like this author. This is a new to me author. So my other goal is I really want to start reading more historical romances. I still do pretty good, but I want to start doing some vlogs for historical romances for you guys, and trying new authors. So if you have any historical romance series that you absolutely love and want to see me vlog, leave it down in the comments below. I did kind of a question thing on my Instagram the other day because I'm trying to find some more new authors to me. Anyways, so I'm going to be reading that for that book club. And then I'm going to try and read Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I had the first book on my TBR this month, and I still haven't got to it, so hopefully I will, because then I want to read this one next, because I saw Jen talk about it on the Book Refuge, and she absolutely loved this. So that's why I wanted to read the first book, and now I'm reading this one, hopefully. And then I want to read Frisco by Tehan. I signed up for the ARC, but I didn't get it last month. But it is available on Kindle Unlimited, and I do still want to read it because it's an MC romance, and I want to try and read some more motorcycle, MC romances out there. So I definitely want to get Frisco. Okay, so on to some of the audiobooks I'm planning to read. I want to read The Bride by Julie Garwood. This was one of the things that was recommended to me when I asked that question on Instagram, because I have not read Julie Garwood. I've never read The Bride. I've always heard about it. So I am finally going to listen to that. It is available on any place, so I plan on listening to the audiobook for that one. And then I'm finally going to get to this. I actually got the first audiobook for it because it's a duet on Audible for like the deal they just had, and then I just bought the second one because it was on sale a little bit. But I actually have the book, but this is going to be the Anti-Heroes love duet. So I am going to be listening to When Heroes Fall and When Villains Rise. But I ended up buying like the full bind up of the duet, so maybe I'll annotate. I don't know if I'll have time, but I'm definitely want to finally read this because I know this is some of people's favorite Gianna Darling, and it's mafia and it's grumpy heroine, and I'm all in. So I can't wait to read this one. Okay, and then I'm continuing with my Candy Steiner because I reread the second book last month, and now I'm going into this one, which is The Quarterback Sneak. I ended up getting like the bind up of the audiobooks, like I think it was the first 3, or at least in this bind up. So I'm finally going to be able to listen to this third one. I think it's like the quarterback and then like the new coach's like daughter. So always fun. Then I'm finally getting back to the The Deliver series by Pam Godwin. I read the first 3. I ended up buying the bind up audiobooks, like where it's all like 4 through something, and then like the other ones on Audible when there was a really good sell on. So I'm going to be listening to Devastate, which is book number 4. It's such a dark series, so just be aware, but I am excited to finally get back into it. Then I saw this. It's available on Audible Plus right now. It's Without You by Marley Valentine. I've never read this author before, but I saw Teddy Hamilton, I believe, is narrating it, and it's an MM romance, and I needed to get some more MM romance read. I absolutely love them, so can't wait to read that. And then I plan on reading Using Feiho by Victoria Aveline. I'm reading this Clocanian series. I think all the early ones are available on Audible Plus. I couldn't even think. I think they're all available except for like the brand new one. So I'm going to be listening to this one. I think she's like the one that like wants to return home and is going to do anything to like get back home kind of thing. And I was doing a vlog. I was vlogging like the Bridgerton series, trying to read them to see are they worth the hype. I haven't had a lot of success with it. I think I've had like 1 5-star out of that whole series. But I kind of stopped. Like nobody was watching those vlogs, so I think I kind of just gave up on it. But I'm going to go back to it. So I am going to read To Sir Philip with Love by Julia Quinn. And hopefully this one will be a good one. I don't know. I guess I'm one of the few that doesn't get the hype of the Bridgertons. I think there's way better historical romance out there that like, I think Lisa Kleypas's books are like way better than these. So I don't know. It's just me. So then I am going to continue with Lauren Heath's series that I just read the first book. It's like the Lords of Pembroke, Lost Lords or whatever. And I'm going to read the second and third book. So I'm going to read Lord of Temptation, which I believe is going to be his twins romance. And then Lord of Wicked Intentions. And both those are available on any place. I'm going to be listening to those audiobooks. I'm very excited for Rafe's because I think he like had a gambling den, and I always love like those heroes that like do like the nightlife and the gambling den and like that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see his book. And then the last one that I have on my list is Pucked Over by Helena Hunting. I actually bought a few of these when they were on sale, so I need to start finishing this the Puck series. I still haven't finished it. So I'm going to go on to that one next. So those are my books for August. Again, it's a stacked list. I don't know if I'm going to get to all these, especially with the Outlander, and I need to annotate Court of Wings and Ruin. So there's a lot to do here, but I'm very hopeful that I'll hit all these. Thank you as always for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.